Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to connect your third-party domain name over to Shopify. So over here we have a fresh Shopify store that I just created for the purpose of today's video. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just click settings in the bottom left-hand side over here. That will take me to the settings tab, and then on the left-hand side where it says domains, I'm going to click on that as well, and that will take me to the domain name tab. Now, if you have not already purchased your domain name, then I'd recommend you just click the buy new domain and buy it through Shopify. It's slightly more expensive, but it'll just save you a lot of hassle. The alternative is you can connect it through, you can buy it on a third party like through GoDaddy or Namecheap or any other domain name provider, and then connect it with this button over here. So we're going to click on that now. Now, we're presented with this page where we have to enter in the domain name. If I go over to my Namecheap account, I purchase a domain name again just for the purpose of this video. So I just called it gibberishtesting.online. So I'm going to take that, go back to this tab, paste that in, and hit the next button here. Now, that's going to verify that this domain name has not been bought through Shopify. And so what I have to do first is prove to Shopify that I own this domain name. And we can do that through updating the DNS settings, right? So these are two settings that we now need to copy over to Namecheap. So if I go to Namecheap here, and this will work for any domain provider that you use, but what you want to do is find your DNS settings. So on Namecheap they have advanced DNS. For some providers it might just say DNS settings. There might be an option for advanced within DNS settings as well, but just make sure you get to DNS settings essentially. So I'm going to click on that here. I'll just give that a second to load, and over here we have my domain name settings, right? So over here we have a CNAME record, we have a TXT record, we also have a URL redirect record as well. So what I do want to do over here is I want to click add a new record, and I want to select the type of record that Shopify wants me to add in. So if we go back here for a sec, we want an A record and we want a CNAME record. So if we start with the A record, I need this value over here. So I'm going to copy that with this button, and then I'm going to go back to Namecheap and I'm going to select A record, and then I'm going to type in the IP address. Now, inside of host, you can just put the @ symbol over here, and then I just want to hit a tick just to save that, and that's all been saved. So that's great. Now I just need to set up the secondary record. So this was meant to be a CNAME record. The host name will be www, and we want the values to be shops.myshopify.com. So if we go over here and we want a CNAME record, www, and we want to put that as a target, and we want to hit save changes here. Perfect. Okay, so that's all done now. Now, if I go back to Shopify and I hit I updated DNS record, it's now going to verify that I've done that. However, we are not actually going to be able to verify this straight away, and that's because this takes a little bit of time to update. So you can wait around for a little while and kind of just keep clicking this button. You might have to wait, to be honest, a few hours for this to update. I'm just going to skip the verification for now. So I'm just going to hit skip verification. It will take a second to load, and then we come back here. So right now, this is going to be verifying in the background. And so essentially all I have to do right now is just sit and wait for Shopify to verify that this domain name exists, that I own the domain name, and that the domain name is pointing towards Shopify. So that's really all there is to it. Now, I do want to bring up Shopify's Help Center here. So if you want a specific guide for your specific domain provider, Shopify does cover a lot of them here. GoDaddy, Namecheap, Alibaba, Hover, INS, Wix, Squarespace, and a bunch of others as well. So I'll put this link in the description below for us. But essentially that's all there is to connecting your domain name to Shopify. And if I hit domain names, we'll see that this domain name shows up now. Now, once it's been verified, all you need to do is just click on the domain name and make it your main domain name, or make it your preferred domain name. That will just mean that whenever anyone visits your website, they will visit through this domain as opposed to the standard Shopify domain, right? Right now we can see this is the primary domain name on Shopify. You can see over here, whereas this is not. Now, don't be alarmed if you do see the not connected or needs attention messaging. It was just going to take a little bit of time for it to update, as I said. So I'm going to pause the video now, and we'll come back in a few hours once it's updated and see how it's doing. Okay, so we've seen a change in error message here. We can see first of all that the third-party domain name is now the primary domain name on Shopify. So that's done automatically. You don't need to click on it, but if you do end up adding multiple domain names, you will need to select one manually, which you can do just by clicking on it. Now we can see it says SSL pending and needs attention. So the SSL pending is just your security certificate, and that will be administered usually within 24 hours. Once that is administered, we're pretty much all done at that point. This should update and it should work as intended, essentially. Just to show you, if you do end up connecting multiple domain names, how you can switch between the two. If I go to this one that Shopify gives us, you can click change domain name type, and then you can make this the primary domain name. So that's not what we want to do right now. We want gibberish testing to be the main domain name right now. So if I copy this and I paste this into my search bar, we come over here. Now this is not working because we don't have a secure connection, and also that it's a fresh Shopify theme, that the theme hasn't been set up correctly. But basically, once the SSL security certificate is administered, which is done automatically, there's nothing that you need to do on your side. This will all be fixed, and you will be able to visit the website without seeing these error messages or anything like that. And that's really how you add a domain name to Shopify.